Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Brunch here with Caitlin Bird every single Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, of course, if you haven't been here before, hello, my name is Caitlin Bird. I am the owner of Caitlin's Animal Training, as well as the lead trainer for the program, The Unstoppable Service Dog. So if you are somebody who needs a dog to be trained, whether it be for pet purposes or service dog purposes, feel free to send me a message and I'll be happy to help you out and get started. So if you guys, again, if you haven't been here before, this is a time for us to sit back, relax, grab a coffee, which I've already finished mine, and just get to talk about what happened during the week with dog-related news and get to chat back and forth. It's a very low-key environment, not a lot of high stress. If this is your first time here, again, please, if you're going to be commenting in the chat below, allow StreamYard permission. Otherwise, I can't see who's talking to me on my end. So please, if you haven't already, give StreamYard permission so I can see who you are and where you're coming from, okay? So who's here with me today? Who's here with me? I see we've already got some people on. Who's here? I want to say hi. Hi, guys. Hello. Who is it? Now, I do have Reaver here with me today, and to update you guys, if you don't already know, Reaver is my new 10, almost 11-week-old Australian Coolie puppy, and he is going to be down here below me during the broadcast. So if you hear some whining, if you hear some things going on, maybe I might have to pick him up for a minute to make sure that he's good. Maybe like right now because he's getting himself tangled and everything. So hold up. Here, what are you doing to yourself down here? Here, let's grab some kibble. Teach him to go around objects. That's very important. Not just go around and get tangled, like untangle yourself. Hi. There we go. Okay, so I have some really interesting news articles here for you guys today, and then of course afterwards we're going to be going on to Reddit. So as a reminder, Reddit is not always safe for work or safe for kids. So once we get to the Reddit section, I will give you one more reminder, and that is your cue to either put your headphones on, put your kids away, go behind a closed door if you have some people in your house that might be more sensitive ears than you do, okay? All right, so the first article that we have here today is Pennsylvania related, right? So since I'm coming at you guys from Pennsylvania, I like to keep you guys updated on this kind of stuff. So State Bureau needs more funding to protect dogs. Now this is probably has to do with dog licenses. I've been seeing this news alert happen quite a few times in the past weeks. Actually, I think it started even before, sometime in May, maybe. I think I started looking at this stuff sometime in May, and the Pennsylvania, dog wardens, they're not really well funded. And a lot of the problem is because people don't register for their dog licenses, and those dog license fees haven't been raised in, I think they said 4 years. I think this article might say. But anyways, let's see what they've got to say about this topic. As a Pennsylvania state dog warden, I meet many types of people. Those who think their dog will never be lost, so they don't buy a dog license. Those who are heartbroken because they have lost their dog, and those who are elated to be reunited with their beloved family member. The best days are when we can reunite dogs and owners. That feeling is priceless. But there is a cost for the work done by the Bureau of Dog Law Enforcement Wardens. Our work is funded through the sale of dog licenses, which have not seen a price increase in 24 years. Oh, I said 4 years. It's 24 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. Guys, let me know who's here. Go ahead and comment down below. Just let me know who's here because I can't see who you are. I would love to say hi to you guys. Now, and this kind of has me wondering as well, because a lot of people microchip their pets, and typically vets do that microchipping. So I don't understand why these guys wouldn't do the microchipping. Maybe they also do the microchipping. Um, but it kind of has me wondering, like, where does microchipping stand for the Pennsylvania dog wardens? Because what they're saying is that they rely on is a dog license, which registers your dog in their system so that if your dog is there, you can get your dog home safely. Guys, do you see this? Guys, do you see this? Did you see this move in the background? Reaver was playing in it, essentially. Rolling around like a maniac. There we go. Okay. Just making sure he's chewing and able to stay occupied. But there's a cost for the work done. The annual license for an ultra dog is just $6.50. $6.50. If your dog still has their, Ghibli bits, I believe it's $8.50 because I just filled out my paperwork the other day. They say that's not enough. Despite a much smaller staff in recent years, the Bureau of Dog Law Enforcement is out of money and requires support by the Department of Agriculture's General Operating Fund for the rest of the fiscal year in order to perform statutory obligations. But that can't continue. If we don't have a fee increase, the Bureau that started in 1893 will have to cease operation. As a society, we have decided dogs are important companions, useful workers, and members of our families. They don't belong loose on the street where they could get sick, hurt, or be in danger to the public. When we find stray dogs, they are often hungry, frightened, confused, or tired. Stray dogs are found every day across Pennsylvania, and it is our duty to secure and assist them by trying to answer some questions. What is the dog's story? Does it have rabies or a rabies vaccine? Is it aggressive? Has it injured anyone? Is the dog injured? How long has it been stray? Is someone searching for the dog? Was it abandoned or did it get loose? Where is its home? And often we even ask, what is the dog's name? When a dog hears its name, its ears perk up and we start to establish trust and comfort. A dog license helps to fill in the blanks. I would suppose after the dog has been captured. But a lot of times we find stray dogs with no tags or even a collar. Recently, I picked up a small stray Yorkshire Terrier, no license, no collar. I could tell by his teeth and other physical aspects he was an older dog. Sweet, but out on the streets by himself. Imagine if that was your family pet. Another stray I will always remember lived just down the road from me. I came home from work one afternoon, and there he was on the sidewalk with a young couple who had found him. I just happened to pull up at the right time. They said they found him walking down the street alone. I noticed he was wearing a collar and a license, so I put him in my vehicle and looked up his license information. We took a trip down the road, and I was able to reunite him with his owner, a war veteran with a disability who lived by himself. This Jack Russell was his companion. An inexpensive dog license might make a big difference in what happens to stray dogs. Again, I don't understand why they don't use microchips. Someone needs to explain this to me. It might be obviously the department sounds like they're broke and they probably can't afford microchip equipment. I wouldn't imagine it's that expensive. It's just a scanner. So I don't know what that all involves and why they don't have one. But strays are only part of our story. Dog wardens also inspect state-licensed kennels to ensure they are clean, well-maintained, and meet regulatory standards. Okay, so, that's important, right? Puppy, what are you doing? Hold up, you guys gotta see this. Hi. What are you doing over there? You chilling? You chilling? What's going on? What's going on? Everybody say hi to Reaver. Give him some love. Give him some hearts if you like puppies. And if you don't like puppies, I apologize. What is wrong with you? And yeah, puppies are like kids, right? As long as someone else takes care of them, cleans them, it's fun to have them for a couple hours. But when you have to take care of them, right, just leave that to somebody else. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Okay, we're going to go move his tie down real quick. I don't want him playing that too much. Raver! Hey, what you doing? Touch. Nice. Can I grab my treat? Thank you. Hi. Hi. Are you going to make me break in the middle of this? He probably is. I'm going to bet he needs to go to the bathroom again, which, again, even when you just take them out, they always need to go out again. Can't really prevent that. Okay. You guys are so quiet today. What are you guys doing? Did you have fun during the weekend? What was your weekend like? Do you still have stuff you're doing? We're going to puppy class today, so that's going to be fun. Stay tuned to his Instagram stories for that because I document everything on there with him. So if you like puppies, you can certainly go and see what his day's like. Okay. Okay, so they take care of dogs that have issues in kennels. For these dogs, the dog warden is the only link to freedom from gut-wrenching abuse and neglect. Without a dog license fee increase, who will inspect the kennels? Who will discover these dogs? Without a fee increase through the state legislature, dogs will suffer and nobody will be there to be their voice. Well, and earlier this year, they were also knocking on people's doors to make sure that they had their dog licenses. So they were paying somebody. Reaver, you need to go to the bathroom, don't you? I knew it. We didn't go on a puppy potty break? Yeah? Oh my. Okay. I feel like I should have like a video playing for the times that we need to go on puppy potty breaks. What do you think? Right? I don't want you guys just staring at a boring screen here. I feel like there needs to be some sort of form of entertainment or education. At which point, I'm totally up for brainwashing with Kiko Pup. Totally up for that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to play some Kiko Pup. We're going to go to the bathroom. Complete guide to puppy training. What to train first. It's 3 hours long. I won't be gone for that long, guys. I promise.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so I'm going to make me smaller. There we go. And there's Emily. Full screen. All right, you guys have fun. I'll be right back.
It's a puppy training tutorial compilation of the most important behaviors to train your new puppy. Firstly, congratulations on your new puppy, and I hope you enjoy the tutorials.
Let's go. Jesus.
The first thing you want to do when using food is teach your puppy how to take the treat out of your hand. Some puppies won't find the treat very quickly, so if you're trying to train them something, then it interferes with the training. So make sure that they can find the treat immediately and eat it. Also, if you're going to be using treats on the floor, teach your puppy to find the treat. I like to use a pointing gesture to help them out if they can't find it. Good job. It really depends on your puppy's personality as to what behaviors you'll work on first. If you have a puppy that's very shy and reserved, I don't suggest working on that game, which is no mugging, where you get the puppy to back away from your hand and then reinforce. Instead, I suggest teaching that puppy, if they're worried about hands, to touch your fingers and receive a treat for that. So I'll link a tutorial on how to train that. That is a great exercise for puppies that are a little bit worried and reserved, as well as teaching the puppy to like handling. So conditioning handling to be something positive as one of the first things you work on with your puppy. If your puppy's not that interested in food, I don't suggest working on leave it exercises right away. Instead, I suggest working on attention games, recall, exercises where your puppy is running towards you and being reinforced with food. If your puppy doesn't seem that interested in food, I suggest one of the first games that you play is an attention game where you're motivating your puppy to want to move towards you and move towards the food rather than a no mugging or a leave it game. Are you ready, puppy? So you move away from your puppy, click as they come towards you, or mark with a marker word, and then drop another treat. Boy, oh boy, awesome. If your puppy was really not interested in food, you could also toss the treats to make them more exciting. Woo, like that. It helps if you use treats that are a different color than the surface of the floor so your puppy finds them easier to find. Good job, puppy. Woo! If you have a puppy that is overexcited about the food, I suggest using low-value treats like his kibble to train with it first and work on impulse control games, calmness around food, and the settle. Now I suggest working on the settle with all puppies. Check out the written description for this video with links to video tutorials on how to train the specific behaviors I talked about in this video. Puppies start to learn the moment they are born. Even inside the uterus, puppies are learning through the environment. You can start to train your dog with food the moment your dog finds food reinforcing. As you can see here, this 5-week-old foster puppy is finding food very reinforcing, and we can start to capture the behaviors that we like. If your dog is getting distracted and wandering away, this means that the treat is not reinforcing to your dog. Try using a variety of different food to see which one is the most reinforcing to your dog. Remember to keep it healthy. You can use real meat and your dog's daily diet to reinforce the behaviors you like. There are many ways to reinforce your dog, such as using food, toys, and access to the environment. Here you can see I'm reinforcing the behavior of a wonderful recall and attention with the reward of getting to play in the environment again. You can also use access to dogs and people as a way to reinforce the behaviors that you like. An example of this is never letting your dog meet a person or another dog if they're barking or whining. Instead, you're going to wait for that moment that your dog is calm and relaxed, and that is the moment you're going to give your dog permission to go and say hi to the other dog or person. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe to Channel Kiko Pup. This is footage of one of the first training sessions I had with Wish. If I didn't give her a piece of food immediately, which she would then take hard, she would bark, whine, and seem frustrated. I made sure she had a meal before training so she wasn't hungry and had food around the house. Anytime she settled calm, I would get some food and drop it between her paws. I did this for 3 days. She started settling all the time, even when we had guests over. Because I want her to settle with distractions, I also started working on her settling while other dogs were getting treats as well as working for treats. Like this, she kind of opens her mouth and looks a little annoyed and frustrated and is trying to bite the treat out of my hand, which is normal. It looks like I'm going to give her a treat. So instead of holding it so close to her, I'm going to hold it further away and just click her for following me in a calm manner to get the treat. Then, once she's good at that, I'm going to get the treat closer to her, because when it's closer, it's confusing and frustrating because the dog thinks that you're giving them the treat, and then you're trying to keep away. So of course they're going to try and take the treat if you're tantalizing them with it.
There you go.
I'm moving the treat slower.
All right.
I'll hold it closer to her face.
Did you guys learn something in that 6 minutes and 33 seconds? I hope you did. All right. Do you see this? Do you see this? Reaver. You're not helping me at all. This is life with a puppy, guys. If you're planning on getting a puppy, be warned. This is life with a puppy. You can't do anything, including live stream, apparently. Reaver, hi. That's not a puppy sleeping place. You see this? I have all these lovely places for you. See? You can lay on this one. You just can't lay on that one. Thank you. I appreciate that. How do you always get this so far away? There we go. Okay. Here's crossing my fingers. Here's hoping. I hope you guys are enjoying my suffering over here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where are we at here? Okay, so we covered the dog warden article. Now there's another one. Have you guys ever heard of spotted lanternflies? Spotted lanternflies are, I believe they're an Asian species. What now? No. All right, come here. We're gonna hold you. Next. Drop. Nice. Come here. We're gonna hold you, squirmy wormy. All right, there we go. Let's see. Hi, does that make you better? Is that better? You're gonna start squirming more, aren't you? I'm sure you are. Hi. Oh, those are my ears. Hello. Hello. Yeah, this is life with a puppy. You can't wear nice things. Not wear nice things. You can't socialize. I mean, you have to socialize, but that's the problem, right? You have to socialize this animal, which takes up all your time. Oh my Lord, really? Really, is it that bad that you need a chew toy? Is it that bad that you need a chew toy? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So very sorry. Lord, help us. Hi. Hi, here. Can you do that? Can you do that? No? No, you gotta do this? Okay. Okay. We're right here. Thank you. Oh, hello. Okay. Thank you for staying on with me, guys. I really appreciate that. Okay, so spotted lanternflies in PA have a new enemy dogs trained to detect their eggs. That is my phone. Do not chew on it. Yeah, that is my phone. Thank you. As the weather cools, spotted lanternflies are starting to lay their eggs on tree trunks, branches, shrubs, and outdoor furniture. Enter the newest foe. Don't chew on my desk. Scent detection dogs. All right, where's your toy? Where is your toy? It's constant. It's okay. Where's your chew toy? There you go. Chew on this, not that. A new training program at the University of Pennsylvania School of Veterinary Medicine, that's why this article is up, is teaching dogs to recognize the scent of spotted lanternfly eggs, which usually contain between 35 and 50 eggs, so they can be destroyed before they hatch. The masses can be found on trees and shrubs in backyards and parks, but others can be difficult for humans to find because they are in places protected from wind and harsh winters, such as underneath grills. You know, I've never seen their eggs. At least I probably don't know what I'm looking for. I want to know what those look like. Spotted lanternfly eggs. Really? Oh, wow. See, I would have thought those were just lichens. Is it just these or is it both? It looks like it's both. Wow. Hi, Antsy. You need to take a nap. Yeah. Oh, you need to take a nap. Hi. Yeah, I know. 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 It's hard to stay still. Oh, here's one of the process. Here's one of the process of life. That's cool. Yeah, because I never would have thought that would have even have been egg masses of any kind for any animal at all. So that's pretty cool. Now I know what to look for. I mean, it looks kind of like just lichens, like dried up lichens is what it looks like. Okay, that's pretty cool. The program is run by Penn Vet Working Dog Center, which they have come up multiple times in our streams. If you're not familiar with Penn Vet Working Dog, YouTube it because they upload like 12 videos a day of different dogs doing different things. That's really cool. The basis of everything we do at Working Dog Center is trying to fix different problems for humans with dogs. A postdoctoral researcher helping to lead the project. Training the dogs to find the eggs was similar to training them to find any other odor. The dogs we use were already trained to find odors, so we just add this one to their repertoire. So these are not green dogs. These are dogs that have history in finding other odors. And I think they're also doing stuff with the coronavirus, which has, again, it's come up over and over and over again with these live streams. Some places are saying it's near 100% accuracy, which, of course, is the best that you could ever do because dogs are dogs. They're not robots. They will always have some error, right? PenFed. Oh, there's a video. Okay, so they're using the wheel for scents. This, I mean, yeah. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun for you. This is fun for you. Yeah, I know. You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh, don't eat me. Don't eat me. Eat that. Yeah. You. Lanternflies are kind of generalists, especially when you get to areas where there are hundreds of thousands of them. Eggs end up everywhere, even on things that humans move. Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Those are all egg areas. Now that I know this, I'm going to keep an eye out for them because the nymph season's way over. But also to have that double-sided tape around trees is fantastic. Yeah, well, awesome. That's a cool little article. What do you guys think? I know Australia has done that too with some invasive species. So, guys, you are so quiet today. Comment down below. Let me know who is here. Because if you're here watching my struggles with the puppy, it's real. Puppy struggle is real. I gotta tell. Oh, that's my hand. There you go. There's the toy. You might learn how to do some multitasking skills by watching me here, by the way. Did you see how he was chewing on my thumb? I just opened his mouth and popped that in. That's what you need. Those are the kind of puppy skills you need in order to not be driven completely crazy. All right, one last article from what happened during the week. This is called Service Dog Salute Campaign. And this is from Colorado's Best. Oh, hey, not that either. Here, there you go. All right, so here we go. Another video. Love videos.
Distancing. Turns out it can actually help you train your pets. According to bark.com, having your dog keep a distance from others helps teach them self-control. This also helps them learn how to be polite and gives them other good manners, especially when it comes to greeting other humans.
This is what I've been touting from the beginning. So you guys know that I teach an online service dog, train your own service dog group, right? So I help people, I coach people online, And I help them from maybe they've never had a service dog before, to helping them pick their puppy, to helping them pick this, that, and the other thing. Because if you try to cheapskate it, right? If you try to be cheap with doing a service dog without doing it the right way, you're going to pay for it. In the end, it's going to become more expensive, more stressful, and a bigger headache, especially if you haven't done anything like this before, right? And just because you might have gone to some dog training classes about sit-down stays, that doesn't mean that you're ready for service dog training by a long shot, right? I have friends who train dogs, and they tell me, we started helping out some people who train service dogs, and then we got a little bit nervous because we didn't know how to do some things, and we were just like, we're just going to refer them out because we don't know what we're doing, right? And that's a dog trainer. That's a dog trainer telling you this. So if you just have had a couple basic obedience classes, that's not it. That's for pet dogs. That's not for service dogs, right? So keep that in mind. But I do love how in this article, they are saying about the social distancing, the 6 foot apart rule, right? It helps teach dogs self-control. You're not going over to say hi to everybody on the streets, which a lot of people teach their dogs to pull when that happens. Not that. There you go. I'm just going to turn this in. Oh, wait, I can zip this up too. I can zip this up so you're not chewing on it. There we go. That's better. Okay. Anyways, let's continue.
And other dogs. So we can all try to use this time of social distancing to form some good habits for ourselves and our furry friends. Well, September is Service Dog Awareness Month, when we honor the contributions and loyalty of some amazing animals that serve our nation's military heroes. Joining us today is radio and TV personality Bobby Bones, who is teaming up with Purina Dog Chow for their 3rd annual Service Dog Salute campaign. Bones is a military advocate who hosts a top nationally syndicated country music radio show. He is a New York Times bestselling author as well, and a mentor on American Idol. He recently won an HCM award. Congratulations for National On-Air Personality of the Year. And he's working on a new show on National Geographic. What don't you do, Bobby?
What?
Well, I try to do a little bit of everything, And let me just say this, Paula, that I love Denver so much. I was there last week. We were shooting an episode of Breaking Bobby Bones in Denver last week. I'm on the bull there, so I'm out there a lot, and I just love it so much. So thank you for talking to me about something so important.
Oh, absolutely. We're very happy to talk to you about this Service Dog Salute campaign and really why you got involved, Bobby.
It's gross. That's gross.
Well, just on the radio show, first of all, we were buying service dogs for vets. The crazy thing is, they cost $20,000 each. These are vets that we.
Wait, was that? Did he say TV show? I missed that. Hold up. Did he say TV show?
Going through some things. The crazy thing is, they cost $20,000 each. The crazy. Just on the radio show, first of all, we were buying service dogs for vets. The crazy thing is, they cost $20,000 each. These are vets that we owe a lot to, that are coming back, that are struggling with PTSD, that may be going through some things. So what we started to do on the radio show was fine. But
it's a radio show. Okay.
Also doing the same thing.
Yeah, because she didn't say he's also on radio.
My 2nd year with them. And so a couple things are happening. One, big bags of dog food behind me. I put them there on purpose because if you go to the store and you get one of those bags, especially marked bags, Dog Chow is going to make a donation to 2 different places that train service dogs and have them ready for a vet. So,
which I love what they're doing, but I wouldn't use Purina standard Dog Chow. I mean, they have, I believe it's Purina who has the, hello. Purina has what? The high performance? I mean, if I was to use something by Purina, it would be like the high performance blend, not Dog Chow.
So that's the first thing, and there's also a way to...
Which is kind of sad, but I mean, I could see most Americans purchasing a dog food like this. So if they wanted to give out the most money, this makes sense.
It's already through the House. We're trying to get it through the Senate. And if you go to dogchow.com/service, there's a note right there. All you have to do is find your senator, and boom, you can send it from there.
That is incredible. Working on some legislation to really help continue supporting veterans and service dogs.
So what they're talking about is, we touched on this in a previous episode where I believe it's the VA that's looking for more funding to help hello, for service dogs for veterans, where it's kind of included in their VA funding, but of course it's super expensive. So I think this is what it's talking about. Again, this happened earlier this year, and we're kind of seeing the continuation of it.
I love it. And, you know, they don't just help with PTSD. These service dogs help veterans in so many different ways.
Yeah, I can tell you from experience, you know, one of the guys that I've been working with and I'm real close to, he was protecting the president, and he had seen some pretty wild stuff that I would never want to see in my life. And so he was struggling, and he would have nightmares and sometimes feel like he was in the same spot. But his dog is trained to, when he's going through this at night, to crawl up on his chest, to physically calm him, but also to remind him of where he is. He's not in the same spot.
Get down.
So I feel like it's the least that we can do. I know you feel the same way, Paul. It's the least that we can do is to give back to those who've given so much for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same way you do. So many people do. We love our animals and our vets, and what a perfect combination. And thanks to Purina Dog Chow, too. Thank you, Bobby. I love watching you on American Idol. You've got so many things going on. It's hard to keep up.
Well,
all right, so yeah, that was
thank you. When you're not that talented, you have to do a lot of different things.
I love that news story. It's really nice that Purina is actually doing something like that. I can take this down now. Do you see this? Oh my gosh, this dog. Do you see this dog? We're just gonna let him do it for a minute. Why not? Maybe he'll go to sleep. I think he's missing out on one of his morning naps. He usually takes 2 morning naps. I know, it's so sad, puppy. I know. It's hard being young. I know. All right. I just realized we watched that without having you see that. Hello. All right, we are on to... Hi. What can I help you with? It's such a rough day. I know. It's so rough. Moving on to Reddit. Okay, so this is your last warning. If you guys have not been on Reddit before, it is not always safe for work content, but it's always good content because everybody from around the world on Reddit, well, everybody from around the world can be on Reddit. And any topic really goes depending what group topic you go to. So I pulled up some interesting group topics I wanted to get started. The first subreddit is Made Me Smile. The next subreddit is Get Motivated. This is a new one I haven't seen before, so I'm interested in seeing what's under here. And let me put my earring back on before I forget and I leave it down here. And then I walk, you know, like I just know I would walk into public class with just one earring on. And people would be like, well, what did you do today? I tried to save my earlobes from a little shark. Okay, Get Motivated. We also have this was under, I don't see what thread it was under. Oh, Unpopular Opinion. That one looked good. And of course, we also have subreddit Aw, which I know is a fan favorite here on Sunday Brunch. So awesome. By the way, guys, what's going on? You're so quiet. Are you guys chatting at all? What's going on? I want to see what you guys are up to today. What do you have planned for the week? Is it anything good? You guys are so quiet. So quiet. Okay. So, since you guys are so quiet, I'm not even going to ask you like what we want to do because I know what I want. What subreddit I want to go under, and I want to go under Get Motivated because I haven't seen it before. So let's see what we got here. We got a GIF. Your direction is more important than your speed. Your direction. But we'll hatch out of your egg if you're a turtle, I suppose. If you're a turtle, hatch out of your egg, orient yourself. Find the moon, go towards it, right? Your direction is more important than your speed. And then once he gets in there, boop, he's good. Yeah, because you can get to places faster if you go in the right direction. I mean, there's a million ways to teach a dog how to sit or stay or wave a paw, right? But if you have the right direction or If you have the right training plan in place, I relate everything to training. I don't know. I just do, right? If you have the right training plan set in place, you can, and you have that direction of where you want to go and you know the next step, you can get there faster than if you don't know your training plan, than if you're just kind of playing with it, which is fine if it's, not time dependent and you're okay with just playing with the behavior. Or maybe, you haven't figured out how to get to a certain behavior and then you need to play with it, right? So your direction, of course, is more important than your speed, unless there is a time constraint. Duh, right? The power of water, the most beautiful photo you'll see today. Oh, okay. So supposedly a man that's been crippled. That seat's way too small for him, by the way. That is way too small. I wonder if that was photoshopped. There's a lot of sparkly bits I don't normally see. I bet you it was, but it's a good Photoshop. Oh, God, he's laying down. Oh, thank goodness. Do it yourself. Okay, that's a little corny. If you don't, you won't. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. And this is by Nora Roberts. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas in here. I really like, actually, well, the second sentence here, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. I find a lot of the times if you do ask, the answer is no. So sometimes I just like to do it for efficiency's sake and then ask for forgiveness. That's just kind of how I operate. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Not like anything that would be like a major awful concern, right? But in general, if you see something that needs to be done, maybe you're not going to be doing it the right way. Sometimes it's just better to just do it and then ask for forgiveness later. Learn to sit back and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. Where is this? Who is this photo of? Is this from a series? Because he kind of gives me the vibe of Vikings. Have you guys watched the Vikings series? Have you guys watched the Vikings series? Because it's giving me that vibe, but he doesn't look like a Viking, right? Oh, thank God, he's finally passed out. Guys, do you see this? He's finally passed out. He had his crazies before. Ta-da! I am happy. This is good. I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. All right. Guys, don't let me just talk to my office wall. Talk to me here. What's going on? What are you guys doing? What do you think? Is this just a corny subreddit that we should never do again? What do you think? But yeah, I totally agree with this guy because that's a lot of what I do. I sit back and I observe. I'm like, okay, you want my opinion? You better ask for it because, God forbid, God forbid, it's something you don't want an opinion on. Or if I really think you need an opinion, I'll ask. I'll be like, hey, do you want my opinion on this topic? Because I got some things to say. If you say no, then fine. Okay, whatever. Come back to me some other time when you're really struggling because, that's what observation does a lot. And being an animal trainer, you have to be able to sit back, kind of observe the environment from a different place. Like when you're an observer, right? You take a step back, you don't personalize it, and you're like, okay, like what's going on here? If I don't know what's going on here, what questions do I need to ask in order to figure that out, right? And I love training animals, especially some of the more exotic ones, because it takes a lot of thinking on yourself and planning and making training plans from scratch. right? It's not a clear cut, okay, do this to get that, do this to get that, do this to get that, right? I find that boring as all heck. I prefer to problem solve and find those nuances that maybe other people have tripped up and said, you know what, this means I can't train your dog. Sorry, bye, right? That's just really what I love about training animals. And a lot of people, it's so funny to see the difference between dog trainers and trainers who train more exotic species that have not been domesticated for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Because the huge difference that I've seen is that dog trainers get a lot of behavior from their dogs fairly quickly and pretty easily, for the most part, right? Exotic animal trainers don't. We need to zoom into the microscopic level, figure out step by step by step to troubleshoot. There's a lot of troubleshooting with exotic animals, right? And we are okay with what looks like a snail's pace to a dog trainer. We're totally fine with that. We're like, okay, we're just working with our animal and trying to understand and communicate. And when trust isn't given to you freely by an animal, like a lot of dogs do, a lot of dogs just trust people freely and openly. Exotics don't, right? And when trust is given to you freely, you tend to take it for granted. You really tend to take it for granted. And when you finally, maybe after a few months, earn the trust of an animal, and this is so true for birds, right? This is so true for birds, undomesticated species like turkey vultures, parrots, birds of prey, what have you, right? Once you earn that trust of an animal, it is the best feeling in the world. Because I can't tell you how many animals I've seen who are like, you know what, no one understands me. They're just trying to get what they need, get what they want, trying to communicate in ways that people don't tend to pick up on. And when you walk into that training session, maybe, you know, it's a lynx behind a fence, right? And you need to do some off-contact target training. Or you just need to do some basic association of, okay, I walk up, I give you a treat, I walk away. I walk up, I give you a treat, I walk away, right? Laying those foundations. And it's interesting to see the change, the body language difference in an animal when they realize, oh, you mean you're not here to restrain me? You're not here to chase me away with a stick? You're not here for me to do right? That trust that they build up in you is so reinforcing that, I mean, there's no other feeling like it. And I feel like dog trainers take that for granted in so many ways, right? They really take trust for granted because they're a domesticated species, and a lot of the times they just freely give you that trust, right? So that's where I guess this meme kind of falls in. Sorry, I got on a bit of a tangent, but you know, that's kind of how I see it, right? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, this can be to all sorts of situations, and let me know in the comments how you feel, you know, this can be applied to. Because I mean, I'm just one person and one opinion and one focus, right? Okay, stairway of life choices. Oh, wow. That's funny. I call this piece the stairway of life choices. You go upstairs and you go to Anytime Fitness, or if you go downstairs to level 2, you get to go to McDonald's. Choices, choices, choices. Wow. I really like this. That's pretty funny. I wonder what this is. It must just be like a shopping plaza or a mall or something. Your life is your own story to tell. Remember that. They are going to talk about you, even months and years after you left the story, as though you were still there, still somehow caught up in the drama of it all. This reminds me of Jeffree Star. Let them. It only means their lives are empty, so they must continue to create storylines that don't exist. You go live your life, as brave and beautiful as it is, and don't you dare look back or acknowledge the rumors swirling around from those empty hearts. You didn't come this far to look behind you. You didn't rise this high to look below. Remember that, and remember it hard. That's from Stephanie Bennett Henry. I really love that quote. Who is this person? Stephanie Bennett Henry. Let's see. Stephanie Bennett Henry. Bennett. Oh, she's got a website. The Raging Rhetoric. She's a Southern girl through and through, sweet as candy, sharp as a blade, and talented beyond measure. Stephanie's poetry is raw, unfiltered, and unforgettable. You can find more of her exquisite words from Stephanie Bennett Henry and on Instagram. She created Raging Rhetoric in 2014 and has been very busy behind the scenes with several new ventures that will be announced this year. When was this posted? Very clever. It doesn't tell you a year that it was posted. Okay. All right. Let's see. What has she got? Oh, she's got Facebook. Life is tough, my darling, but so are you. I feel like I've heard that somewhere else. But she does a great job with the editing. Let me look at the GIF she made. That's amazing. This was posted 17 days ago. Beautiful girl, when you are finished falling after you hit rock bottom, oh my gosh, this is the whole thing, and watch yourself come apart into a million pieces, no one is staying to help you collect yourself. No one is sticking around to pick through your pieces to decide which parts of you are worth keeping. That's for you to decide. So stay down for as long as you need to. This is the most important part. Take your time. Pay attention. You already broke. So the easy part is over. Go slow. I know. You thought the breaking was the most painful chapter. It wasn't. Turn the page. The next part is much longer. It's the healing, the rise, the comeback. It's the birth of the new you. And that's not easy. But you are strong and brave and worth it. You'll have to leave a lot of yourself behind. You'll have to let go of all the parts that you've outgrown. We're not making ourselves small anymore. We're not bending to fit where we don't belong anymore. Oh my God, I love this. Oh my God. Did you hear me? We're going all in. Count your wounds, every scar ripped open, every drop of blood you bled like a promise, every tear you cried like a bet in the name of crossing your whole heart, your whole soul, all for this moment right here, right now. You had to hurt like this to get here, to the version of you who knows exactly who she is, what she's not, who she will never be again. Drop the apologies, babe. We're not sorry anymore for who we are. We're not sorry for what we had to do to get here, and we're not sorry for the time it took to learn our worth. Step out of the box of all you were supposed to be according to everybody who wasn't you. And now walk into the you who's comfortable in her own skin. It's time. You earned it. We are no longer wear the expectations of anyone else because we no longer let anybody else decide what we're worth because we know now. We finally know. And now it's time to celebrate it. Get up, babe. It doesn't hurt anymore. Now go show you what you're made of. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's good. Oh my God. She's good. She's got almost 7,000 likes, almost 1,000 comments, 7,000 shares. Jesus. What are people saying on here? It's wonderful, beautiful. I've been broken and beat down. I've hit lows of lows and survived. I will always be a survivor and not a victim. Life is now what I make of it. Days get rough. I remember my past, and these are just days. Glad I have God as my friend. Wow. And people are just tagging everybody. This topic made me think of you. Oh, that is so good. Wow. And she writes it as if someone's actually talking to you, you know, like things like, do you hear me? Drop the apologies, babe. Pay attention. That's amazing. I love that. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely going to save that. That's so cool. Okay. So we got Get Motivated. We have subreddit Aw, which I know is always a fan favorite. So what do we got here? Cuteness overload. What's this cat doing?
Feel it did.
Do you hear that? That's the cat. I've never heard a cat try to mimic a person like that. Oh my god, that's so cute.
You guys are a mess.
That's adorable. That's really cute.
Barreling down the road. Are you out so they can see you? Yeah, sure.
So supposedly every morning this woman goes out to wave at a school bus, and today's her birthday. Aww. That's cute.
Thank you. Have a great weekend. I hope it is.
Aww. Every day above 6 feet, it's a great day. Aww, that's really cute. I wonder where that's at. Aw, that's cute, Bonnie. Oh. Rescuing a cat from a river? What is going on here? I think he's there. Oh, wow. Wonder how long that took, because they kind of cut the scene there for a bit. I'm surprised that's holding the cat. Is he going to jump up? Is there... Where are you taking that cat, sir? Oh, they're sitting down over there to pick him up if they needs to be. I would just let the cat run up. Honestly, scared cats, you don't want to get clawed by that. Just a kitten, aw. And then it stops right before they pick him up. I wonder why. I wonder if he got mauled. Oh my gosh. All right. That's funny. It's like, don't eat my toy. I need that. Oh my Lord. That's cute. All right. Well, guys, it's been a fantastic morning, and I'm so glad that I got to spend my time with you. Yes, we had our adventures. We had our puppy mauling my face and chewing on everything. Hopefully you learned a little bit about managing a puppy from how he was chewing. I mean, he was latching onto this. I had to open his mouth and pop the toy in. And finally he's sleeping. So one more puppy cam video footage. Yeah, one more. There we go. There he is. Thank goodness. Taking a nap. And he's going to need that before puppy class too, because that starts in about an hour. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me here on Sunday Brunch every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can join me again next week. It's every Sunday And we just kind of sit back, we relax, we chat, and we go over the latest dog-related news and memes that have happened over the past week. So guys, thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.